Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As promised, kind of Football Manager, FM22 tips and tricks, although they are kind of still applicable mostly for FM21 earlier versions and probably versions going forward as well. This is going to be a slightly shorter one, as it's one that I didn't exactly plan, so I don't really have a script. Basically, I've just been made aware of this by one of the guys in my community. I've discussed it with a couple of people, and no one was really aware of it, and I think it's something that could really change the way that you approach set pieces in Football Manager, in your single-player game, but especially if you're doing fantasy draft competitions, if you're playing head-to-head with friends, could really change things up. So we're just going to jump straight into the tactics screen. I am with my Aberdeen team. It's going quite well. If you'd like to see how these tactics work and how I'm going to set them up, join me live, 2 PM, pretty much daily, over on twitch.tv/VikingDan. This is the online stream save that we're doing. There are also post-stream updates. This is one of my new views as well. If you'd like to see how I use it, how you can use it, and where you can download it, I'll be releasing a video pretty soon with how to set it up and how I use it and how you could use it as well if you want to. We are going to jump straight into the set piece instructions here. So I'm just going to use corners as an example for this, but this does apply for all of your free kicks, offensively and defensively, actually. I think these are going to be more useful offensively. So I, as most other people that I've seen, set it up this way. Now, this isn't necessarily a how to set up a perfect set piece instruction. This is just what I'm using at the minute. Your classic near post corner, big guy. Hopefully he nods it in. This is more about how you can change things in game without having to manually do it. So your routine button. This is where you save your routine, load your routine, yada, yada, yada. When you create a new routine and go to routine 2, or you create a new routine and go to routine 3, you can have all different instructions, all different ways of playing the ball. So you can have one going to the far post, and you can have a ball going to the edge of the area if you've got someone who's got a really good long shot, or you want to kind of have a few people stacked up around there. What I wasn't aware of is when you have all 3 routines, your team will rotate through them in-game. So if you have 3 different corners, there's a chance there'll be 3 different corner routines if you have these set up in different ways. I wasn't aware of this. The first time I've been made aware of it, and I think it's a way that you could definitely set up your set pieces to keep the opposition thinking. Like I say, especially if you're playing against your mates in an online competition, or if you're doing a head-to-head, or whatever it is you're doing, because they don't know how to set up their defense effectively. You're going to be limited with the amount of players that you want in certain areas to defend against a set piece. And with this, you could go from, like I say, near post headers flicking on, or you could go to a routine 2 where you set up the exact same way. But instead of doing that, you have a couple of guys pulling it outside the box, and you set it to the edge of the area. Or maybe you do that, and on your first routine, you could have a guy coming short. But you don't use this guy, so maybe he ignores him, and they stack the guys near post or far post or whatever they are doing. But this time they'll play it short, and they'll play it into their midfielder, and maybe you'll have your striker on the goalkeeper rather than at the far post. It could be little subtle changes that make it hard to notice which one's doing, and by the time they've realised it, to be honest, it's too late, because you ain't changing how your defensive setup is for a set piece like just before it happens, as it's happening. You can't do that. So it could be a massive way of upping your effectiveness from set pieces in attack. Like I say, you can do it in the defensive situations as well. I can't really think of a situation where it would be suitable for that, where you might want different people, or maybe one time in 3 you want to leave 3 players up the pitch for a counter attack, and the rest of the time you want more defensive players there, and it's just, and you kind of want that trade-off, and you don't want people to know how often you're going to be leaving players at the pitch. Might be 1 in 3, might be 2 in 3, you might be none, and you just have slightly different areas covered by different players. But I just think it's a really cool little feature that I'm surprised SI didn't make more of a song and dance about in this match engine and in this set piece engine, because it can be really effective in theory. Like I say, if you want to see how I set this up, drop me a follow over on twitch.tv/VikingDan. I'm going to be setting this up tomorrow. Well, today for you guys as this releases. And we can see how it works out in real time, I guess. So there we go. If that is new to you, let me know down in the comments. If you knew already, actually, let me know down in the comments as well. Where did you find it out? Where, who told you this? How long have you known for? Because this is brand new information to me. I feel like a key set piece mechanic like this could change the way that a lot of people approach the game as well. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this, do subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you soon.